To begin our Sunrise Smart Start, we start with the growing outrage over the case of an accused serial stalker, Alexander Levitsky, arrested and charged once again after police say that he harassed a female employee at Cafe Sasso on Park Avenue, and he's been released since then.
That all happened this week. The cafe owner shared surveillance video with News 8 showing what had happened that morning. The video shows a suspect follow the employee into the cafe. We also see staff cornering the man as he appears to gather items from inside the restroom. The co-owners can be seen coming around the counter to confront him, and after that moment he leaves. The owner claims Levitsky threw a drink at her husband during the confrontation, and now community leaders, including those in Pittsford where they've had issues on the canal, are using this case to call for change, showing support for the PROTECT Act, aiming to expand capabilities within the courts to hold repeat offenders awaiting trial.
The problem is caused by bad policies at the state level. I mean, New York's laws today, from the perspective of victims and potential victims, which is all of us, are the most cruel and inhumane in the country when it comes to criminal law.
Meantime, the Monroe County Sheriff's Office last night shared an updated statement addressing some of the concerns we're hearing from this community. For Levitsky, deputies say in the near term they will try to observe his activities while in public. They do encourage anyone, if you see something suspicious, have a strange encounter, to please call 911.
Authorities ask any further potential victims to please come forward, as the former high school boys basketball coach in Lyons, Dean Schott II, was arraigned yesterday on charges of criminal sexual act and sex abuse. Schott pled not guilty, and the court released him while issuing an order of protection for the alleged victim. The sheriff says that they opened this investigation back in April over reports of abuse going all the way back to 2019. He says, given Schott's long tenure, it is likely there are more victims.
The latest on an active duty soldier that opened fire at Fort Stewart in Georgia Wednesday morning, injuring 5 of his fellow soldiers in the attack. Sergeant Cornelius Radford is believed to have used a personal handgun in the shooting of 5 service members, all of whom identified as co-workers. Authorities say witnesses tackled and subdued the suspect, who was then taken into custody. That was nearly a half hour after the shooting began.
These soldiers, without a doubt, prevented further casualties. All of the families of the victims have been notified, and we're wrapping our arms around them and ensuring we provide them all the support that we can.
Each victim is expected to recover as the investigation is ongoing. Authorities say so far they do not believe terrorism or extremism played a role in the attack. Your sunrise traffic here 8 minutes to go until 7 o'clock on this Thursday. Everything is just fine, showing up green on our map. The average drive times across 490 from our Greater Rock Sky Eye, 104 the Bay Bridge, coming in and out of Webster, good to go. 390 north and southbound in Greece and Henrietta. Everything's moving along just fine. Let's go inside the huddle. Maybe you're taking 490 over towards Fisher, because just like that, it is the final day of Bills training camp this summer.
Well, you certainly don't want to miss this last day, because it's been a really fun few weeks as we follow the team, all their progress, and see the Bills Mafia fans get really pumped up for this season, maybe even a Super Bowl run. We'll see.
And everyone at Fisher, how do they benefit from this as they get ready for next year already? Here's Ron Spitzer.
Yeah, guys, this is the 24th year that the Bills have had training camp here at Fisher. And of course, the community and the students have been very welcoming and are very excited, just as they were that very first year. Now, I spoke with Paul Hemingway, who's the director of operations for training camp, and he tells me that a big part of this year was the Hard Knocks crew capturing every moment. That first episode aired earlier this week, and seeing how beautiful the campus looked was exciting for Hemingway, but getting that behind the scenes look was fascinating for Bills Mafia. Hemingway says they're looking forward to next year, the 25th anniversary, and they're already planning because it does take a full year to get it all together. One of the biggest benefits of training camp taking place at Fisher is what they leave behind for students.
A lot of our playing surfaces, our locker room, our athletic training facilities, those are up to NFL standards. So certainly our student athletes, when they get here in a week and start reacclimating themselves to campus, they are the beneficiaries of beautiful fields and beautiful equipment and a great locker room. And, that's been built over the course of the past 24 years.
And after today, of course, the Bills go back to Orchard Park. That first preseason game is on Saturday against the Giants. And of course, we will have that coverage for you right here on News 8 starting at noon. For now reporting, Oran Spitzer, News 8.
A lot of fun. James, for the first time in a while, don't have alerts about the air. No notice.
There you go.
Very nice. Finally, this number has come down quite a bit, and I expect it to come down through this afternoon. You still can see the haze. You still just have those kind of smoky vibes out there, but AQI is down significantly. That's good. Highs mid-80s for you this afternoon. No real chance for rain. Clouds bump up a little bit here and there. We'll do a very similar day tomorrow. For the 8th of August with numbers in the mid-80s, mostly sunny. And then we just crank up the heat Saturday, Sunday, and then into early next week where that heat peaks. Looks like we'll be talking numbers in the lower 90s day after day.
It's hot. Still hot. I love your graph.
Still hot again, but hey, I like that you said it was a dry heat for the weekend.
Looks most likely, yeah. Dew points in the 50s, so comfortable and some relief overnight.
We will take that, and we'll see you back here soon enough for our podcast this morning, Second Cup of Sunrise. That's at 9 o'clock weekday mornings. Go ahead and download the Rochester First streaming app.
So much fun with these two, and we appreciate you for watching News 8 at Sunrise. Have a great day. Your next update is in 30 minutes.
CBS Mornings on the way at 7.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, X, and on our app for news and weather.